Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Mind Over Matter, where drive meets direction. I'm your host, Nick Stones, and today we're diving deep into the psychology of success, on how our thoughts and habits and mindsets shape the outcomes and what we chase every day. Joining me, I got somebody who knows both the science and heart behind human behavior, Professor Mike.
How you doing, brother?
Hey, how you doing, man? How you doing?
Doing well. Thank you.
Hey, beautiful day, right?
Absolutely. Cold but beautiful. I love it.
Yeah, cold.
Cold but beautiful.
Hey, it's been feeling like summer.
It has been a little fall summer.
Yeah. So Mike, a psychology statistics teacher, an expert at what he does. You know.
Well, yes, expert, but we take a vow to always be a lifelong learner.
So I respect that. I get it. But at the same time, you want to believe in your craft.
Absolutely. You take that time to fine tune the craft. So I got you.
Totally. All right, man. So let's get started. So my first question is, what inspired you to get into psychology, statistics, and teaching here at Centenary?
Well, let's start with psychology. That's like a three-part question.
Okay. That's true.
So let's start with psychology.
Mm-hmm.
So psychology interests me, one, because, individuals who typically, look to become psychology majors typically want to help someone or themselves.
Right.
And that's okay. But me, it was more so, how can I not only help myself, but other people, right? And then I realized during my journey, this field gave me insight into, basically what your podcast is, the Mind Over Matter.
Mind Over Matter, right? Yeah. I mean, that's why we were perfect for it, because like psychology relates to that, right?
Yeah,
Mind Over Matter, yeah.
I 100% agree with you, for sure. Right, so it definitely does, and that's where it took me, So I remember, and please, students, don't ever say this to your friends, but when I was in school 20-something years ago, I was just, beating myself up, down, being, verbally mean to myself. And, my friends was like, "Aren't you a psych major?" And I go, "Yeah." And they go, "What's wrong with you?" And I go, "I'm just feeling down." You know what they said?
What is it?
"Look at your notes." And I go, so, I mean, wrong answer, but solid, right? I like that, right? So that interests me, and, going back, but joke, but in all honesty, it helped me become a better version of myself. Now, when it comes to psychology and statistics, statistics is a science that is not emotional. It has no emotions. It's black and white, in essence. And how I like to teach it is I like to compare it to romantic relationships, because you kids today, that's what sticks with you for the most part. Now, I like to say descriptive statistics is how he treats you. What observations you've made on how he treats you. Inferential allows you to see the red flags before they become sirens. So with that, I like to teach statistics in that manner. But statistics, I tell people, it tells a story. It is our job as the analyst to, verbalize what the numbers mean into a story. Whether we're right, whether we're wrong. I always teach students, whether your findings are significant or not significant, they are significant. So, and then that third part was, what was the third part?
Oh yeah, I think it was not really like what inspired you to teach at Center, but like what
I got you.
What made you choose Center? Yeah.
So no, Centenary chose me.
I chose you. Okay.
I was at CCM.
Actually, everybody to me. Shout out my man Scott, because we actually he's my other guest I had on here. He actually made a good example saying sometimes you don't choose the destiny chooses you.
Absolutely.
And that's important. I learned that. Yeah.
Right, because during the interview process, I don't know how many candidates there were, but I think he probably was. I know I was one of either 3 or 5 finalists, and everybody else had their PhDs. I just had my master's at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And for them to choose me, I got a call for a second interview. I was like, "Are you serious?" And they go, "Yeah, we would like for you to come in for a second interview." So I came in, I did my teaching demonstration. I guess the students and my colleagues, enjoyed the lesson. And then I got a call again. An email that said, "We would like to welcome you if you choose to accept." And I said, "Absolutely. 20 minutes down the road, I'll be here." But I started at CCM, and the reason why I chose higher ed is because as a small business owner, I had an intern come to me to do some work for some experience. And I asked her, "Come with me to do the FBA. Go grab the FBA form." She looked at me and said, "Well, what is the FBA?" And I go, "You're a psych student. You're not teaching this stuff?" She goes, I don't know what FBA is. It's a functional behavioral analysis form. I need it. That form allows us to, in essence, understand the function of your behavior, like why you engage in it. So after that, I basically started applying to community colleges as a adjunct. CCM called me. I got in.
Took the opportunity.
Yeah, I took that opportunity, and then they called me. I took it. I ran with it, and I like to teach our students what I see in the real world. Give you that real world education, as well as the textbook education. So when it comes to stats and psychology, I tell them as clinicians, or future clinicians, behavioral therapists, if you're going to go into our field, you're going to need these skills and stats. So you can be the advocate and the voice for your clients, because they're there to see you, because they feel like in many instances they may not have a voice.
Right.
And it is our job to assist them, not do, but assist, if that makes sense. Sorry, long-winded question, but
it's okay. It's just a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
What you mean by assist, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can relate this to everybody. Eventually needs help in life. You
Absolutely.
can't always go operate solo.
Well, I feel
sometimes.
But I feel you. But
Yeah.
I feel like most of society today, right now,
Mm-hmm.
and who can we find culpable or who can we blame? The jury's still out, but most of society today has this "I can do bad by myself" attitude. I like to call it that Medea syndrome. Like it's technically called hyper independence, where the individual, it's not like they can't ask for help, but they won't ask for help. It's that I can just do it by myself, get it over with. Whatever happens, happens. So, we need to, in essence, as a society, get away from this isolation, or being isolated, and going more back into, the community. I'm not sure if your generation is familiar with this. We used to say it takes a village to raise a child. That village has disappeared.
Vanished.
It's gone.
Vanished.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Me growing up, Miss Lady down the street could discipline me physically and verbally if I messed up. Today, you can't do that. If I were to talk to a kid and say, "Hey, don't do that down the street," there's a school over here. If I were to say, "Hey, look both ways when crossing the streets," the police would be at my house today. But that's how society shifted. And was it necessary? I don't think I could be the voice to say that. So.
Yeah. Anyways, next question. That was long. Hey man, let's talk about more content. More content. Let's go, right? So, in your experience, right? What's one common mental block students face that holds them back from reaching their full potential?
Letting go. A lot of our students cannot let go of home. I've heard on a number of occasions, or I've seen in emails.
Right.
I'm going home for 5 minutes. I'm going to be late for class. You live an hour away. You live 20 minutes away. You live 30 minutes away. Yeah. Hey, I'm going to head home real quick. And I go, okay. I mean, you made an adult decision. You got to do what you got to do. But why are you emailing me to tell me I'm going home real quick? A lot of our students don't know how to let go. More so, a lot of our students that are people of color, they feel like they owe it to that environment to be there for them. They feel like because I'm up here in a way, it's like I betrayed my culture and my family, and I'm here to tell you that's not true. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, I feel like that and a lot of people don't know that there's a difference between high school 8 a.m. classes and college 8 a.m. Oh my God.
Oh man.
That high school 8 a.m. class hit different because someone is there to wake you up, someone there to feed you potentially. Someone is there to give you a ride, whether it be the primary caretaker or the school bus. Right? But here, nobody's gonna wake up at 8 o'clock. It's either you wake up on your own.
Nah, yeah. It's like you gotta remember you're stepping into the adult world.
Yeah. And
you're responsible.
No, absolutely, mm-hmm. Because we're teaching you responsibility. Because, and you'll hear this plenty of times, just very different ways. The college experience is unique because where do you have the ability to walk to your friend's house in 3 minutes at 10 o'clock at night, shoot the breeze, right, and then walk and take a 3-minute walk back to your house, aka your dorm room? Nowhere but on the college campus. Nowhere. And think about it. When you graduate, 2-3 years from now, your friend has a house over here, you're living over there. There's no more walking. You got to plan and coordinate now, right? So this unique experience is, what our students need in order to grow, develop that accountability.
Right.
So, but yeah, that's just, like I said, a unique experience for you all. So, but that's what they don't know how to let go of home, and our students have difficulties in adjusting to, the college life. I'll put it that way, the college life.
Totally. Yeah. So my next question is, how can we use psychology to build discipline in this generation?
Well, routine.
Right.
Routine. I tell people all the time, if you can make it a routine, it becomes a habit. And if it becomes a habit, you're just going to constantly do it. The question is it going to be a positive routine or, something that hinders your development or growth? That's up to you. Right. So, for example, you wake up in the morning, what's the first thing you
do? Eat breakfast.
Great. Now, what if you woke up in the morning prior to eating breakfast, stood in front of the mirror and say, I'm going to have a great day today? What if you did that? Right? That positive affirmation, right? Setting that mind tone, right? Setting that tone, that mindset for the day. That, yes, I am going to have a great day, right? You can tell yourself, I'm going to have a great day, and no one's going to ruin it for me. You already got your mindset. Eat your breakfast, right? But you constantly do that. You constantly do it. And guess what you're setting yourself up for? Success.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So when it comes to psychology, I like to tell people psychology has helped me more specifically. I'll say me more specifically.
Right.
Has helped me build and maintain these routines. Because I understand once it becomes a habit, it's there for life. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, that's what I would say.
Yeah.
Success.
I can relate to that too, because I did have mornings when I woke up and I was looking at myself in the mirror. Sometimes I wake up, go take a shower. No, sorry. I wake up in the morning, go take a shower. I get out, look at myself in the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
It's me versus me.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm not in competition with no one. It's just me versus me. Right?
Yeah.
Everybody wants to have a good day. Everybody.
Absolutely. Well, since we're sharing affirmations, I'll wake up, brush my teeth. After I brush my teeth, I'll look in the mirror and I'll say, you are in control of your feelings. No one else is in control of your feelings. You are.
Right.
No one can influence your
feelings. That's like I think it was a quote by a basketball player. I don't know who it was, but I think I saw it before. It's like no one's backing you up. You're the backup.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're there. You control your feelings. No one controls your feelings but you. Right? You allow people to make you angry. You allow people to make you happy. You allow people or situations to make you sad. Well, you are in control of your emotions. Some people might disagree with that, and that's okay. That's why I love the field of psychology. Some people might say, well, no, I disagree with that.
You're allowed to have your own opinions. That's fine.
That's your prerogative.
Correct.
I'm okay with that. Yeah. Enjoy it, but I'm here to tell you, that's what it is. So,
yeah. So I got a good one.
Go ahead.
Another question right here. So, what scientific principle, right, from your research or teaching college students, can apply to manage stress or anxiety?
Chunking. Chunking is, and this is according to Feldman 2021, 2, 3, 4. He updates his textbooks. He updates his textbooks every year.
Right.
Chunking, and for me, I like to say chunking has the ability to alleviate stress. Stress is good because it does motivate us, but not all stress is good.
I was about to say it depends.
Yeah, not all stress is good. No, but so, like deadline stress. What I like to call it deadline stress. That's good because hey, you got a deadline, and in college we're teaching you if you miss that deadline,
Can I actually tell you something about that deadline?
Yeah.
It kind of in a way motivates you for the real world.
Yeah.
Right? Because
getting there, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because say like if you got a project due tomorrow.
Bingo, you took the words right out of my mouth. Go ahead.
You got a project due tomorrow and you're slacking. Now, okay, I admit sometimes I slack. I admit it. I'm not perfect. I'm not a perfect human being, but I admit I keep my spirits up and I keep my faith in God. Okay. Right? And I remember freshman year I had a deadline. I had to get it done. Friends were like, yo, Nick, you want to come hang out with us? You want to go play ball? You want to work out? You want to go play video games?
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. I do that sometimes, But on a day when I'm stress-free and I feel like I don't have nothing else to do, I want to get everything out the way first and then fun time later.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes.
And then it prepares us for the real world because if you have a project due tomorrow, you got to get it done or else
you're fired.
Outdoor.
You're fired. I hate to break it to people, yeah. And that's what I convey to the students. This is preparation for the real world. The deadlines are established. Your due dates are, in essence, project deadlines for the real world.
Correct.
Most people think, "Oh, you're making this up." I'm not really making this up. You have given us a challenge.
I'm making this up. What?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, come on! You can extend the deadline. You're the one that established it, and I understand that.
Unless it's for a good reason.
Of course.
But no excuses.
Of course. Yeah. You know what? I remember. I remember one of them. This is at the other institution. Well, I woke up late. I said, if I was your boss, you give me that excuse. Wouldn't that give me the right to fire you? Now, would it give me the right? Not really, but would that secure your employment?
No, sir. No, sir. And I'm laughing because it's true, man. Like,
I just told the student, I said, you just be lucky it's me.
What's the excuse though?
I woke up late. I get it, I understand the human aspect, the sympathy, the empathy, right? But it's like, okay, listen, I woke up late. I apologize. And then, just hit us with the plan going forward. Right. And we don't need a bunch of excuses. I personally don't want a bunch of excuses. Tell me, okay, listen, if you made a mistake, great. Acknowledge it. Now tell me the solution. What are we going to do next to ensure that either our project is finished, right, or you're going to be successful in the future? And that's what most of us would like to hear. It's like, sure, I appreciate you telling us, giving us the excuse, but what are we going to do to make sure this doesn't happen again?
What are we going to do? Exactly.
What's that next step?
This shows that you got to take accountability.
Absolutely.
For yourself.
Absolutely. And we don't hate you. It's nothing personal. I promise you, it is not personal.
No, definitely not.
Is the camera?
Yeah.
Listen, when I leave my institution, no offense, I don't think about it. I don't do anything. I have the ability to separate work and home. Not a lot of people do, but I have the ability to separate home and work. So if my students are watching this, it's nothing personal, right? It's never ever personal. It's always professional. I always tell them that.
Professionalism is key.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Well, it's a funny story. I got a group of juniors and seniors, and I had them do research, and I said, we're going to peer review your work, right? And I'm the peer.
Right.
So I read their work, and I graded it on a Friday because I know I was going to see them on Monday. I walked in that class on Monday. They all were like, "Oh my God, is that what I was missing? I did not realize." I go, "Yeah." I said, "But this is the real world, right? If you were to publish this research, another professional would have read this, right?
And say you're missing something."
Yeah, and there are professionals that are 10 times better than I am at picking apart your research, right? So if I were able to do that, imagine somebody who has 30, 40 years experience with research on me, what they would be able to do to your literature review. So, and I told him that.
You know something too? My bad, Mike.
No, go ahead. Go.
It's another thing that's important. You got to be ready to accept criticism.
That's the next thing I was talking about. You in my head, aren't you?
Hey man, look, I can just relate.
Well, no, because that's what I was going to tell him.
Yeah,
go ahead.
You got to be able to listen. Everybody viewing. It's okay to feel like my work is not good enough. Okay, you're letting your feelings fester in you, and that's okay, all right? Maybe because you're thinking like, oh, I could have did better, this and that, and then you start questioning yourself, but it's okay, right? At the end of the day, everybody just wants the best for you.
Absolutely.
And I admit it, I'm a writer myself, and I'm a podcast host, right? There's still things I could do better.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, nobody's perfect. Like you weren't the perfect student. I'm not the perfect student. I'm not the perfect father. I'm not the perfect parent. I'm not the perfect professor or teacher.
And I'm not the perfect sibling either.
Right, you see what I'm saying? All right. But the thing is, the question we need to start asking ourselves is, why are we seeking perfection? Raise your hand if you're perfect. I see both of our hands are down.
See, like, for those of you, if you think you're perfect, don't just please erase that mentality.
Right? What's that say? What's that? I'm not sure if you play sports, but what's that say?
Oh, no, I do.
Practice
makes perfect.
No, it doesn't. Practice makes permanent.
You
see what I'm saying? Right? It's not perfect, because if you were perfect, you'd be a pro. Right?
You make a point.
You make a point. Would you be a pro if you were perfect? If you never ever missed a free throw, if you've gone through your high school career shooting the ball and you've never missed a shot or a free throw, you would not be at Centenary University.
Oh no, I played basketball in high school. Well, I did.
I bet, but again, if you never missed a shot, I promise you would not be here, brother.
Oh no.
Right? You'd be at somebody D1 school, possibly in the NBA.
Possibly.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, it's not about perfection.
It's pros and cons.
Yeah. Stop seeking perfection. Do the best that you can. right? I tell them all the time because they talk about, well, I want to get an A. Great, you can get an A. Well, there are different variations of A. You don't need an A plus. That's perfection.
Exactly, that's perfection.
What's wrong with an A minus?
Nothing wrong with that.
Still
And, shout out to my girlfriend for this one. Before we started getting together, she always aimed to get like straight A plus. Because I met her family, they put a lot of pressure on her and this and that. But and I understand that they want her to like succeed in life. I get it. But at the end of the day, hon, we're all not perfect. I love you. We're not perfect. We're not perfect. At the end of the day, we're still learning life.
Yes, and I agree. But that's another issue that our students have. They're trying to see perfection, and I'm trying to tell them stop seeking it. Stop. Right. And so when I grade papers,
you're gonna drive yourself nuts doing that.
Yeah, you're gonna not only you're gonna stress yourself out.
And that too. Yep.
So, but that's what I tell my kids. So, but yeah, the kids. I'm sorry, the young adults.
Young adults.
My apologies, my bad.
No, that's okay.
The young adults around here, I do enjoy them because they allow me to give them that insight and feedback as to what I experience in the real world. And I'm telling them now, listen, this is going to prepare you for the next step. This is going to be there when you get to that next step. And there was a student that I never had the chance or pleasure of teaching, but he came back, and I listened to a conversation with Dr. Flater, and he told Dr. Flater, you and the other professor, the one I took over for, prepared us for that next step than any other students, because I was in a class with students from various institutions in New Jersey and even out of state, and there were things you guys made us do that they did not know how to do. And that resonated, and I was sitting here and I was like, I know I'm on the right path. My man, he is the director of a master's program, and for him to come back and tell us that makes me happy.
Oh, and no better feeling than like having like a former student being like the CEO of a company, like a professional athlete. Like it's like it's incredible.
And I love it when they say, "Listen, I know you wrote me and I gave you a hard time, but I appreciate it." And that's what I look for.
And sometimes you gotta look at those storms in disguise as a blessing in disguise.
Of course, I'm writing you because I see the potential in you. I expect better than what you're producing. And I know you can do better. And that's why I tell students, you can do better. Really? Yes. Be better. So, I got you.
That's it. You don't got to be perfect. Just better.
Just better. Do your best.
That's it, man. Yeah. Back to that athlete conversation. Yeah. My experience playing high school ball, amazing. But I wasn't a perfect athlete. Like, I had my bad games. I had my good games, right? I had my games I slacked. Yeah.
But, again, it made you, first and foremost, sports and psychology is a field that's coming to the forefront, because when it comes to sports and psychology, they both are so interconnected, it's not even funny. From getting into people's head, trash talking, that's all psychology, right? Just to, trash talking and getting, man, as a former athlete, on the football field, I'd be, the ball in my hands, not because I was a center. I'd be ready to snap the ball, look at the nose tackle, and I'd be like, "Hey man, you know what I had for breakfast?" There was some expletives here. Shut up. I'm like, all right, You know what, bro? That's cute.
Trash talking, right? Trash talking is a part of sports.
Oh yeah, but the funny thing was, I was having conversations with players, and because trash talking is short. It's like, yeah, I got you, and you go back to your side. I'm having whole conversations with you. Ready? All right, we got our splits here, folks. All right, let's go. Hey, man, how you doing today? I saw you hug your mother in the stands. All right, we good to go? All right, 55's the mic. Let's do this, right? That's what I got, bro. It's hilarious. Hey, man, after this game, I think you and I should go out for some ice cream. And they'd be looking at me like, what? Like, what? One guy, I spoke to him in a Russian accent the whole game. And I just kept saying, "Mi strong like bull." And he was like, "What is wrong with you?" Psychology and sports. Like, I just mess with people.
Yeah, it's crazy too? Some people hate trash talking.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, y'all gotta understand at the same time, though, right? It's not like, it's not being arrogant or anything.
No. To be honest with you, I'm trying to get a one-up. That's for me, as far as trash talking and sport, I'm trying to get a one-up. I'm trying to throw you off your game.
I just want to compete.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, for me, sorry, coach. For me, that was secondary. Me, I just love trash talking. I just absolutely love trash talking. Maybe that's why I rode the bench the first 2 years.
It was the water boy.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely. And then my junior year, I came on as a center, and then my senior year they made me tackle. But yeah, I just love the trash talk. It was hilarious.
Yeah, I saw a football reel one time. Oh my god, I died laughing. I died laughing for 2 hours straight.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so you say you don't be on Instagram, and that's fine. But there was a reel. I think it was a running back
Okay.
running backwards
For what?
to the safety line because he didn't want to get hit.
Oh yeah, that's how they do it. Turn your back to him so you don't really get hit. Yeah.
Yeah, I swear, Mike, he was like this,
Just trying to.
and then threw the ball in the air.
You gotta send me that. I gotta see this one. I have to see this. I really have to see
Oh
this.
man, I'll find it. I'll email it to you.
Email it to me. Yeah, for sure.
Oh my god, it was too funny.
But see, my favorite trash talker of all time, Tim Duncan. According to Kevin Garnett, you can never get into him. You can never get into Tim Duncan says, but he can get to yours.
Another one is Kobe.
Oh yeah,
Kobe Bryant, R.P.
Oh yeah, you soft. That's my favorite one. You soft. You soft.
They got a meme on that.
But yeah, Tim Duncan would say little stuff like, haha, gotcha. Oh, had you. Oh, you missed me.
Right.
Like, it would be funny. But that's my man. But what we got?
Yeah, man. So, hey, man, that was a long time ago.
That's fine.
So I think my last question I'll ask is, what's one piece of wisdom you want every student to walk out here with viewing this right now?
One, I want you to have the knowledge to apply what you've learned in the real world. That's what I want. Right. I'm not making up assignments. I'm not reading textbooks throughout the summer for you to, Google it or ChatGPT.
Or ChatGPT, yeah.
Right? I actually, especially with statistics, I actually sit there and I look at what other professionals are doing in the real world. So I have students run regression analysis. I have them do descriptive statistics.
Right.
Probability statistics. So, like, for example, what is the probability, this person might win the election? Stuff like that. So I actually give them real world capabilities. And then my second lesson, because my first lesson in that class is why statistics. And then my second lesson is what can statistics do for me after I graduate? And I give them a whole list of careers as far as what statistics can do for you. The same thing with psychology. I'm going off tangent here for a little bit, but when you walk into a grocery store, in many grocery stores, what's the first thing you see?
Food.
Of course you see food.
Fruits, all that kind of stuff.
Right?
Yeah.
But typically the bakery's up front because they're trying to psychologically induce you with the scents and smells. Why does Costco not have signs in their aisles? Why are supermarkets constantly moving things around? They want you to shop around and spend money. And that's what psychology is, right? It is the ability to develop and enhance your critical thinking skills, your self-awareness, right? And that's what I want you to leave here with. Not only the skills that we educate you with so you can apply them in the real world, but for you to walk out of here and say that I no longer used to think the way I thought in the past. Your critical thinking skills have blossomed. They're enhanced. They may not be, like I like to use Dr. Flavor. Someone as wise as she is. But again, your critical thinking skills is something that we want you to leave here with enhanced, if that makes sense.
Right, and like as you mentioned before, like the deadlines.
Mm-hmm.
Want to use that as an essence to
That's motivation.
educate students into the real world.
Oh yeah. Again, if you ever take a class with Professor Sorbino, just know that I am giving you projects, assignments, discussion boards that give you experience or insight into what you might expect or experience in the real world. Especially as a small business owner, I'm willing to hire students. If you're right for the job, or I'm willing to advocate for you to get a job if you're right for the job. Mm-hmm. One of our former students has a job at a specialized school I think he's a registered behavior technician.
Mm.
He was an intern, and they said, we like you so much, we're going to hire you.
And that's what I'm saying. You work hard, the opportunities start.
There you go.
Coming in.
So, and again, just to add before we go, college is not only a place where you learn and become educated, but it's also where you network. These networks.
Networking is everything.
Is a lifetime.
Everything.
Yes,
yep.
It is a lifetime. For example, we did a class for our seniors. There was a female I haven't spoken to in about 2 years. I emailed her. She is a former counselor. Now she's a counselor at Rutgers. in the mental health department, and she owned her own business. And a lot of our students wanted to be self-employed counselors. I brought her in, but we haven't talked in 2 years. However, it's just that relationship we developed in college that I was able to
translate into the real world.
Oh, absolutely. Hey, I have some students. They want to, pick your brain with questions as to how it was owning your own business.
Right.
For an hour and a half, she did it for me, for free. So networking. Come here to network.
Networking is everything. Yeah, don't think I'm just here to get my degree and get out the door. No,
because
make connections, talk to people.
Yes, these activities they have on campus, right? Nobody's gonna come knock on your door and come get you and say, "Hey," like you said, the bonfires tonight. No, you gotta go out there and get it. You gotta go out there and
get out.
If you want more activities, you have to be that voice. That voice.
And I work with student activities too, so.
I was gonna say, go to student activities, campus life, and say, "Hey, this is what I want to see. I want to see more of this." And if they can make it happen, then they can make it happen.
And we can make it happen. We definitely can. So, listen, Jamie's right there.
What I'd like to see is
knock on the door. She right there.
Maybe I might not go to her door. I would love to see, if I were a student here, at least a monthly trip to a Broadway show in New York City. Like the experience, the culture.
I actually lived there too, so they got great.
District, yeah.
I lived there.
Right, the culture, the
show.
ambiance. Oh my God! And 20 plus years ago, the school paid for the majority of the ticket, but the student was still responsible for some of it. So if the ticket was $60, and these were nosebleeds, we never sat in front. These were nosebleeds.
Sure.
So if they were $60, the student was responsible for 20, and that was it. If you couldn't come up with a 20 as a student, no. That I like to say, I see y'all with these fresh Jordans on, but you ain't got 20 to go out on a trip and become cultured and educated. That's all I gotta say.
That's all, man. You can have money.
Yeah.
But education's important.
But it's something that you can't take away.
I can take
away your money. I can take away your freedom. I can limit your time. I can't take away your education. It's all there. It's yours.
That's it. And that relates again. You're the backup. No one else is the backup.
That's right.
If you're not going to help yourself, no one's going to do it for you.
No one's going to do it for you. But it's also important to recognize if and when you need help, that you ask for help.
Ask for help. Yes, absolutely. That's the beneficial move right there.
Absolutely ask for help. Never try, if a task is too daunting, never do it by yourself. I would say ask for help.
Well, Mike, oh man, thank you so much.
Well, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you.
Of course.
I want to do this stuff again. This is great.
This is great. Hey, look, and that wraps it up for Mind Over Matter. You guys heard Mike, right?
I like that. This. Let's do this again.
We definitely will.
Okay.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. More episodes coming soon. With all that being said, Breezy STORMZ out, and I'll see you soon. Peace out. All right.